Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry, you guys. I had to cut that stream off earlier. My baby was crying. Mothership comes first. Okay. But welcome back, everybody. Welcome all our subscribers. Welcome to all our new subscribers. We thank you guys so much. We appreciate all the love we've been receiving from everybody. And let me sit on back. Let's go on and get into it today. So where we starting off with today? T.I.'s ass. Everybody's been talking about this. We all know what's going on. Let's check it out. Let's see what this buffoonery's been going on.
No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you jump on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking...
Let me stop you right there, because y'all was doing stuff wrong. You and your wife. Let me stop you right there. Yes, y'all were. Y'all were doing a whole bunch of fuck shit. But do we really care about what they was doing? When it comes to sex trafficking, yes. Yes, we do. But the whole thing is this. The name of this whole segment is called Expect the Unexpected. You know why? Because when you go up there and you tell jokes, just like I said about the Chris Rock situation, and we'll get into that a little later. But just like I said, when you say things out loud, you have to go through these things in your mind in these days to see, how is this person going to react to this? And in most people's mind, a lot of people's mind nowadays, the first thing they be thinking is they ain't going to do that. Certainly, he wouldn't snatch the mic and try to take away from my whole show. I don't even know who this comedian lady is due to this situation. I don't even know who you are. You know why? Because you made a decision. T.I., you already knew he was in the house that night, but you still made a decision to go out there and say what you want to say. Some people say she's speaking the truth. And it is the truth as far as I'm concerned, everything that's been going on and everything that we have heard about T.I. and his wife and all these things that's been going on with him and Tiny. Yes, I believe it. And I know that they had investigations going on and all kinds of stuff. But as a comedian, as somebody living in these days, you have to think in your mind, is this the right move to make? What if they come up there and slap me? What if they come up there and take the mic and tell me, take my weave off and totally embarrass me, and that's my only highlight in life? You know what I'm saying? Or is people thinking like that nowadays? No, they not. Like I said in my last video, everybody is still thinking like whatever they say has no consequences. But in these days, you have to expect the unexpected. That don't mean walk around like you on hot coals, like you can't say nothing to nobody. That's not what I mean. I'm saying if you make a decision to say something to somebody, be ready for the repercussions, because you don't know what people are going through in their mind. You really don't know. I think of that movie Unhinged. When I see that movie Unhinged, all with Russell Crowe. If y'all haven't seen that movie Unhinged, go see it. Just simple road rage that turned into be a murder, which I've seen so many times. Y'all have to know that in these days, people are dealing with so much shit. They done been in a pandemic. They done been going through all these things. They are not the same people anymore. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they ain't got nothing to lose no more. Because the government, everybody made us feel like we was this close to death. So it's a lot of people out here verbally and physically doing and saying whatever they want to say. Doing and saying whatever they want to say. Let's finish watching.
No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you jump on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case. Ain't never been no motherfucking case. Cause I ain't did nothing wrong and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I.'s innocent. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that.
I haven't put his
Hey. Don't play with me about that.
I'm not. The one thing I am is a comedian. I'm not playing with you. See, now you're getting misunderstood. This is not a rap battle. This is not that. This is a motherfucking comedy show. And be clear, if I want to make jokes about something, I'll make jokes about something. Absolutely. And no, you're not going to tell me to shut the fuck up at my shit. This is my shit. Be very clear. This is my
No way. Get it back.
And at that point, people be knowing they done fucked up. My whole thing is T.I. is an asshole. He's an asshole trying to go out and trying to be a comedian. Bro, as much as I love your music and that's it, I'm not going to sit here and act like you're a comedian. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like your jokes are funny. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that what people say don't have consequences and repercussions. Y'all got to know we still dealing with street niggas. We still dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So in their mind, in a lot of people's mind, if you can't back it up, then don't say it. Because if you just riding on, and I'm going to let y'all listen to the rest of the video, but it was one part, she was like, paralegals, people out here, can't nobody save you. Because before the show, when you knew T.I. was going to be at the show, and you was smoking a blunt and decided to say, I'm going to say some shit about him and Tiny. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say some shit about that. You know what I mean? That's going to really kill him right there. But in your mind, you wasn't thinking, what if I say some shit about him and Tiny and that motherfucker just flip out and just start calling me all kind of bitches and hoes and shit like that? Do I really want that for myself? Why aren't people thinking like that? Why aren't you thinking like that? Well, shit, because it's true. It's true. Yes, it is true. All that shit they have going on, I believe it's true. I personally believe it's true. Okay? I'm not defending T.I. when it comes to that shit. But when it comes to us people saying things about other people, just like the same thing that happened with Bill Cosby. We all was in an uproar about Bill Cosby. He don't need to be in jail. But it was Hannibal Buress. Hannibal Buress was the one that brought all that Spanish fly and stuff shit back up. And people think they don't have no consequences to nothing that they say. Okay, if you was talking to somebody that was, you know, their logical way of thinking was, let's sit down and let's talk about it. That's one thing. But you dealing with street niggas, and you dealing with people who have gone through things and going through a lot, whether they rich or not. They be the most saddest people out here in this world. And they can't take no L's from nobody in their mind. Do I ride with that? No, I do not. I'm just telling you, that's how they feel in their mind. They ain't taking no L's from nobody. If I want to be a comedian, I'm going to be a comedian. T.I., you're not funny. You're not even a good actor. You're not even a good actor. You played in ATL. That was your best role of you playing yourself. Okay? So let's not go there. You did a whole thing on Netflix with Mike Epps. They had Mike Epps, DC Young Fly, all these people around you, and you still couldn't make me laugh. You couldn't make anybody laugh. And you just got booed at the Barclays. What the hell is going on, T.I.? I understand you got money, you rich, but it's a whole lot of young, hungry comedians out here that need that platform. How about instead of you with your narcissistic ass, how about you put young and upcoming comedians up and do something like Shaq did or something and have like a little comedy jam or something like that, where you get all these comedians from Atlanta in all these different places instead of trying to promote yourself and your misogynistic bullshit. How about you do that? Up here telling these weird ass jokes. You know, if you take a girl to the gas station when you got a lot of money, tell her it got heated seats in there. You know why? Because she gonna sit on them seats, and then if she do that, you know she for the streets. Somebody was in the video was like, what? Like, that's not funny, bro. What the hell are you talking about? That shit is not funny. All this weird shit you talking about that your friends are sitting around laughing with you about, talking about you gonna kill him with that one. That shit is not funny, man. Stop. But we know he ain't gonna stop. As a matter of fact, the nigga told Michael Blackson that he felt happy when people were booing him. That felt like he wanted to keep going and going and going. Like, what? My whole thing is this: T.I. and Tiny, like I always say, like Cole Boy used to say, the river knows where it's going. Y'all ass has been doing this shit for a long time. All this undercover weird shit. And I'm going to get into Will Smith and Jada too. I got that coming because we really got to get into that and break that shit down. But as far as T.I. and Tiny, they just a hood version of Jada and Will. Nothing's ever enough. That's the ongoing theme I'm seeing with these Hollywood relationships. It's never enough. So that's what the comedian was tapping into. But at the same time, she had to think of it like, what if this nigga go off at me? We are in Atlanta. T.I. do run Atlanta. He know everybody in Atlanta. We're not going to play that stupid game like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody playing this game like these people aren't who they were. This is 2022, but I ain't forgot about 2002 and 2007 and all those years of him building himself to be where he is. Gun charges and beating that and all this shit. So when you have a comedian come out and she think in her mind, it's okay to be up there saying whatever it is she want to say when I'm present in the room. And because of what society say, I'm supposed to sit back and be like, yeah, that's funny right there. No, it's not. It's never funny when it comes to us. It's never funny when it comes to us because the feds is always watching. The police is always watching. Everybody always watching. Not to say that they shouldn't be watching, but I can understand why he did it. That's like OJ never getting accused of killing Nicole, and then somebody on stage talking about OJ. Remember that bitch Nicole? And now everything done opened back up again. That had went away. Not to say that it should go away. I'm just saying I understand why he went off. He don't want that shit brought back up about him and Tiny and the shit that they was doing. Was it sex trafficking? At this point, I don't know. Because I see people like Brother Polite. I see people like Three God, that he calls himself now, formerly known as Nature Nasty Boy. I see all this shit going on, all these cults. So what's so far-fetched to say T.I. and his white people who got plethoras of money and things that they wouldn't be on the same thing? They would be. And it's too much evidence out there, and people, what they saying, everybody saying the same shit. Everybody know what y'all do, but that's what they do. That's what they do. And people need to just mind their own damn business when it comes to stuff. And not even that. I just wish that some of these celebrities would just shut up. But I'll get into that later. Let's keep on getting into this. Because people was mad about this.
No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you joke on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. did his thing. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me,
You see what I'm saying? You see how angry people get when you start stirring up the pot and bringing up shit? You got to be prepared for that. You got to be like, ho ass nigga, I don't give a fuck. And but still, you got, don't nobody know who you are no more. Everything before that show, you could have been somebody that did something, that said something funny, and everybody cracked up and laughed, and now you the next Tiffany Haddish or something. But instead, just like Chris Rock, you chose to take the road less followed. That's what you chose to do. You chose to fucking sit up there and talk about somebody that was right there in your presence, not knowing or thinking in your mind on some, you think everybody out here is thinking everybody is pussy. That's what I say. Sorry. That's what everybody out here thinking everybody is on the same intellectual level as them. And as many words as T.I. knows in the dictionary, he is not. He is not. He's the same wretched nigga we always known with his hat tilted to the side. Rubber band man. Wild as a Taliban. Y'all remember what he used to say? Did y'all forget? Because he put on some suits and stuff. He ain't supposed to do these things because he got kids. That's what I'm saying. Like, why don't people think about that? Like, if I was a comedian and shit, I'm not going to sit up there and be like, T.I. in the building. I'm about to talk about him and his wife right in front of his face, and that whole ass nigga better not say nothing to me because I'm just a comedian. I'm just talking. What happened if you do? Were you prepared for that? No, she wasn't. She looked scared as fuck when he was walking on that stage. Expect the unexpected. Moving right along. Let's go on to Jada and Will. And I say Jada first because the narcissistic person that she is, I could not ever not say Jada's name first. So I'm going to say Jada and Will. Okay? Let's move on to that. Chris Rock is telling everybody that, you know what? I'm not doing nothing until y'all pay me. Y'all want to hear the story about me getting slapped and me getting my hearing back? Y'all going to have to pay. That's what Chris Rock said. And honestly, that's what he should be doing. Because what's the point of him giving up all of this stuff for free for everybody? Everybody that got a microphone in his face. So Chris Rock, how do you feel about Will Smith slapping the fuck out of you? For free. Every single time. How do you feel about that? Was that embarrassing? How did you feel about that? Has your hearing came back? And he's supposed to be like, yeah, my hearing came back. Chris Rock said he wants that dough. Which is funny to me because he decided not to sue Will Smith or press any charges against him when it comes to that. But he charging Babylon. And that's what I'm riding for. Chris Rock is charging Babylon. Y'all want to aid in my sympathy? Y'all want to feel like y'all want to feel sorry for me and stuff like that? Where you're going to have to pay. Pay for my sorrow. Pay for my story that y'all think I'm supposed to feel so sad about. He done seen so many people get slapped in his life. This nigga's from New York. He done seen a lot of people get slapped. And now he just got slapped. So my whole thing is this. I'm with you, Chris Rock. If they want you to be sitting there crying, and it was the most embarrassing thing ever happened to me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want him to do that, he said yesterday's price is not today's price. You're going to have to pay me. I respect that brother for that. For flipping it on Babylon's ass. But let's get into Will and Jada. And let's get into, since everybody want to dive into their relationship, because it's all about their relationship. Everybody, on the men's side, the men is saying that Jada rolled her eyes. And then Will got up there and slapped Chris Rock. And on the women's side, they saying, well, he was just defending his woman. We're going to dig into it today to see how fucked up this shit is right here. Let's check it out.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I had hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Ooh.
Crushed. Right?
Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think that mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow.
Let me break this down with Jada. Jada is coming from Baltimore, okay? Her mother was on drugs. She was with her grandmother. Jada told everybody on the Red Table Talk that her grandmother helped her discover her sexuality at 9 years old. I have a kid upstairs that's freaking 8 years old. Why in the world would I help him discover his sexuality at 9? In Jada's mind, it was rational because it was because her grandmother didn't want a man to be the first time where she felt pleasure or that pal feeling. Her grandmother wanted her to do it for herself. But the sick part of it is, why is your grandmother looking at you as a grown woman instead of a 9-year-old? Looking at you as a grown ass woman and telling you how to pleasure yourself. So when it comes to Jada Pinkett Smith, she's been fucked up for a long time, people. She has been messed up for a long time. What grandmother helps a child discover their sexuality? See, this is where they messed up at with this Red Table Talk shit. This is where they messed up at because you and your rich family got all together and you're all out here telling your secrets to everybody. It used to be a time we didn't know your secrets, but y'all voluntarily did the shit. And then you thinking that everybody in society is rocking with the way you rocking. Like how Willow be like, damn, that's messed up. Uh-huh. You thinking it was going to be a response like that. But when I hear that a grandmother tells her 9-year-old granddaughter how to pleasure herself, so that a man won't be able to impress her in any kind of way. Sick shit. Sick shit. Same thing like Jim Jones. It wasn't a big deal when he was younger and your mama was tongue kissing you. But when it comes out to the shade room, now you got to do some backtracking and you got to say, no, it wasn't like that. Yes, it was. There is so many people that have been abused in our community. So many older people, aunties and uncles that do these things to our children and try to rationalize with them and try to make it seem like it's right. Well, I want to show you how to tongue kiss Jim Jones because I don't want nobody else to show you how to tongue kiss but your mommy. That's some weird shit. But your mommy. I put my tongue in Jimmy's mouth. I didn't want nobody to be tongue kissing my son. I wanted to show it how real passion's supposed to be. From his mom? You're fucking sick. Jada, your grandmother was fucking sick. And the only reason why nobody got on your mama was because she was pretty. Just like you, but still walking around with a fucking illness. Your mama was on full-blown heroin and nobody came to save her. She had to save her fucking self because nobody gave a fuck. You want to listen to your grandmother tell you about how your sexuality is supposed to be at 9? I got a fucking 8-year-old up there, man. An 8-year-old kid. I'm not about to be telling him Nothing about that, because you ain't supposed to be thinking nothing about that. You supposed to be thinking about kid shit, man. Running around playing with your friends, having fun doing kid shit. Not thinking about how it's supposed to feel when a man's supposed to please you. And you wondering why she act the way she act. And she acting like everything is all good. No, it ain't no book to parenting. But we know limits. We know when to stop and when to start. It's always something in you that tell you. But for some of them freakos out there, like these people that raise these people that's in Hollywood, y'all gotta understand, everybody who became an actress or actor or a comedian or something came from a place of some kind of hurt. They didn't live no happy, joy life, Ren and Stimpy looking ass, to get to where they are right now. That's not what was going on. They wasn't out here, oh, my mom supported me, everybody supported me. Some of these people, they live fucked up lives. And all that shit starts to spew out when they start getting into their 40s and 50s. They can't hold it back no more. They want everybody to know all the things that happen to them. But they talking to us like the shit is normal. The shit's not normal, bro. It's not normal, Jada. To have your husband sitting up here, you doing all this shit, you sleeping with your son's best friend. That's not normal. Right at a vulnerable age, because you're a predator. You've been preyed upon and now you become the predator. That's my situation with Jada. And Will has done the same. He just been the same damn way. Trying to sit there and support his wife. Stop trying to support somebody that don't support you. Stop it. And I don't know if he going up against his head, because you know his parents had a thing where they used to fight a lot. And I believe he battles with that, because even in that video, I can tell where he was getting so frustrated, where he probably had to go to the other end of their big ass estate and just woosah for a minute to keep from hurting this bitch. Because like he said, my social media, what do you see on Will Smith's social media? What do you see? He's skydiving. He's going to exotic places. He's showing us about the earth. What do you see on Jada's? Ratchet shit. I'm in an entanglement. Let's talk about my daughter being fluid. Let's do all these things. You know what I'm saying? Just a toxic ass person. But when you in love, who is up? We can't say what people are going to do. But what I'm saying is these people, y'all need to shut up. Y'all saying too much. Red table talk need to stop. I don't want to see nothing else. What y'all talking about, anything that got to do with y'all relationship, trying to give advice to people. How you gonna give advice to somebody you sleeping with your son friend? My son is 17 years old. I be down to sleeping with his friend. David, we had an entanglement. His mama put him out the house, see, and then he got addicted to drugs, see, and I know I'm a counselor, right? And I can feel people's emotions, and I'm very in tune with people and stuff. So that's why I slept with him. What? People are straight up crazy, man. Crazy.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start roll. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table, because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
She is so fucked up. Anyway, Will, please watch us on the Red Table Talk, because she's gonna be on there. Didn't she help us with our relationship? I don't think so. He know what's going on in the house. Why you sitting up there trying to front and fake for everybody, Jada? And let me tell you, as an actress, I love Jada. You know what I'm saying? I loved everything she's done as far as like back in the day. I didn't get into her when she started. I knew she was fucked up when she started doing that rock and roll stuff. I'm a rock star, looking all crazy and shit. I knew she was messed up then. Okay, let's get that straight. But now, Jada, fuck you anyway. Like she'll look like she's a fucking 16-year-old girl. You talking to your whole husband. Didn't she help us with our relationship, boo? Didn't she? That was a jab. Ain't no telling what kind of conversations went on before the film started rolling. But she don't care. Because some people still, out of all the things they achieved and accomplished, they want to tear it down. They want to tear what they built down. For no reason at all. For what? Jada? You can go on by yourself and be known as formerly the wife of Will Smith. Because he's the one that's been putting in the work, as a man should. So what if you divorced him, or he said divorce is not an option? They said divorce is not an option. I think he's probably reconsidering that. And he need to. Because it's time to step off on your own, brother. You need to lace your bootstraps up and step off on your own. Because that woman right there don't care nothing about you. But when it comes to the Oscars and shit like that, I don't give a damn about embarrassing damn Babylon. Y'all know I don't. But when it comes to relationship stuff, the reason why I'm so on they ass is because y'all need to get off the red table talk. Quit talking to people like you can relate to real people in real time when you can't. Okay? Because that kind of shit wouldn't be going on in people's lives. But you know what? It does go on, but it ends fatally, tragically. It don't end the way that it ends with everybody clapping and saying, that was a good show. That ain't how it ends. You know? I'm reading some of y'all comments. Tita Goddess. Thank you, everybody that's in the chat. Thank y'all so much. You know, I'll just be going on and on. Do you think that she resents him for taking the backseat to Will success? No, I don't. I don't think she resents Will for that. I think Jada is such a narcissist that even if she was above him, it would be even worse. It would be even worse. If Jada was the breadwinner of that relationship, as far as beyond the early 2000s, it would be even worse. She would have divorced him. Let me tell you that. She would have let that nigga go. If he wasn't bringing in no money, making them blockbuster hits, Jada would have been gone. And it wasn't because of the money. It's because of her own ego. I'm Jada Pinkett Smith, honey. You can't tell me nothing, okay? I'm going to be with whoever I want to be with. She'd have been just like Jennifer Lopez. Backstage dancer, security guard, bodyguard, anybody that touched her spot that she felt like they got a sad story, that's who Jada would have been with. Straight up. And we all know it. We all know it, don't we? Let's not play stupid. Jada would go for anybody. She went for August Alsina, her son's friend. You can't get nobody outside of that. Well, he had a story. Watch out for people like that. Watch out for people like that out here in this world right now that's so interested in your story, that want you to spill all your tea to them, tell you everything about how you grew up and all these things. Get to know them first. And a lot of people, the narcissistic people, they will give up a little information about themselves to reel you in. Well, you know, I had, somebody molested me too. Somebody molested me too. Then they got you. Now you feeling sad for them. Now you feeling sorry for them. Even when they beating your ass and doing all this stuff to you. You have this thing deep inside you that feel like because they shared their story and you shared your story that y'all supposed to be together. Stop that shit. God don't want that, man. He don't want all this crazy chaos when it comes to a marriage. Everybody go through their things and stuff like that. And not even marriage, relationships, friendships. People that hold on to things and want to give you a pity party and stuff all the time. Even when you reach success, they still remind you of the old shit that you done and stuff like that. You know, those things are always there, but those people are always there to remind you too. Watch who you talking to. Or as Benny Siegel would say, watch who you puffing after. Watch who you puffing after. Watch who you drinking after. Watch these people. Because everybody don't have the same intentions as you. You might be thinking you giving your true, authentic self to these people. They don't give a fuck. They looking at it as you ain't nothing but collateral damage to get to where I want to be. So when it comes to Jada, she don't feel like that. She feels like I feel like if it was Jada, she would have been divorced Will, been divorced him, and been through 6 or 7 marriages. We would have seen her in all these different hairstyles and shit, and her kids going through shit. It would have been worse. He knew. Will Smith knew. He knew. I got to keep this together because she crazy. I got to be here with my kids because she crazy. She gonna tell them about how she used to hang out with Tupac and shit, and how Tupac was all that and all this stuff, and you know what I'm saying? And I love Tupac, and just imagine somebody that had a relationship can't let it go. And even the way that I'm gonna play the video again, the way that Willow looked at her dad, you can tell that Willow loves her daddy. You can tell that she loves her father. You know, she loves her mother, but she loves her father too. You can tell she's a daddy's girl. Cause she looking at him like, why the fuck she say that? Why mom say that? But yeah, you know, cause we on TV. I gotta smile for the cameras. I gotta do all this stuff for the cameras. But mom, what you said was messed up. Why would you say that to dad? And he done all this stuff for your birthday to try to get you out of this funk. But see, what we don't understand is it ain't no funk. This is who she is. Her grandmother showed her at 9 years old how to pleasure herself. So no man, like what kind of man did your grandmother think you was going to encounter? You know? Well, she was just preparing me. No, she wasn't. She was a creep. She was a fucking creep, and your mama was on drugs. And you had to stay with your grandmother. Let's get into let's deal with the basics of Jada. Okay? Beautiful women come from a long line of beautiful fucked up women. Haven't we seen that all too often? Beautiful women, but they messed up. They messed up. My grandmother said she don't want no man to be able to please me. So now you know how to please yourself, and now you're the predator. Just like she was. She don't give a damn about Will. Don't give a damn. She's not jealous of him. She's not jealous of him. She's happy that he out here. That's like her bitch, basically. I hate to say it. I don't want to say it like that, but that's basically what he is to her. He's just her bitch. And he's gonna do whatever until he get to a point where he feel like his kids is safe. But that's the whole thing, y'all. How can they be safe in Hollywood? If he just let go of all the reins and just let go, like everybody want him to do, just walk away from Jada and just move away and go somewhere and be with somebody else, just like Kanye West. If they did this in La La Land and Babylon, what would happen to the children? Think about the kids. And Will and oh boy, I forget his name, Jaden, they ain't kids no more. They ain't kids no more. But they are still kids because they don't know shit. They don't know a damn thing about the real world. But the real world getting ready to come to them. And everybody knows it. All this stuff that's going on, the real world is knocking at their door. And he can't leave them babies alone with her ass. We all seen when she had Willow laying up in the bed with this 20-something-year-old white man and then talking to us, talking about that's just a friend of the family. Excuse me, sis. Where we come from, around him, don't no friend of the families be sleeping up in the bed, sleeping, acting like they sleep with my fucking 12-year-old, 13-year-old daughter. I don't care how in tune with herself she thinks she is. She don't know shit. But see, she don't know that. Like I said, ain't no book to parenting, but Jada don't know that. She just saying like she don't want Willow to run away from her. She want her babies near her. But you know who don't fuck with her though? Jaden. Jaden don't even fuck with his mom like that. If y'all really look, he love his mom, but he don't fuck with her like that. He don't really listen to her like that because he know what she on. And his dad done laced his bootstraps up. Now, is he a flamboyant, weird ass nigga? Yes, he is. Is he gay? Yep. He is. Who cares? All these people is out here doing that. If you're gonna be mad at that, be mad at Sarnetta and them. Be mad at Young Pharaoh and them. Don't be mad about people on the low gay. Stop it. We're gonna stop that. Nobody cares. And for all them people that's out here making videos and stuff, still making videos on homosexuals, I don't get it. Please stop. It's weird. Like y'all don't understand what's going on in Babylon. It's always been going on. We're going to stop that. Okay? But all I'm saying is, he know he got to protect them damn kids. Exactly. Jaden emancipated himself at 15 years old. Because he see the things that's going on. These ain't dumb kids. They done sent them to all these damn private schools and stuff. They know what's going on. But the only thing is, in Hollywood, everybody's parents is doing it. Everybody's parents are swingers. Everybody's parents have addiction to drugs and pills and all these things. Why are we still acting like we surprised about this stuff? We got to stop this. We are not surprised about this at all. This stuff been going on for a long time. The only thing that I wish that Jada and Will would do is shut the fuck up, especially Jada. Get off of red table talk. You want to talk about mental health. And that's another thing when we talking about people running their mouth. When we talk about mental health, everybody want to be on this mental health thing. Mental health. Watch about people's mental health. Then how come people ain't thinking about people's mental health when they are saying jokes about people? When they yelling at people when they in their car? When they yelling at people when they in the grocery store or in the line at the bank or anywhere? Where does that logic go? It just goes out the window. Now it ain't about mental illness no more. It's about how you feel. But then you get a taste of how other people feel. And that's where we're at right now in this world. Expect the unexpected. You can say and do whatever it is you want to do. You are free. This is a free country. So they say. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. But be ready for the repercussions of it. Don't be saying what you want to say and be like, they hit me. They punched me. They did something to me. They ran me over. Or you're dead. You better think about that beforehand. Watch that movie Unhinged. Watch the movie Unhinged with Russell Crowe. That'll let you know. A simple thing where you in the car beeping your horn at somebody in front of you to go when the light just turned green can turn into your worst day ever in this time right now that we living in. Y'all got to think about all the shit that people done been through, man. Is the shit true about T.I. and them? Yeah. We all know that. But what old girl wasn't planning on, she wasn't planning on the repercussions. Is everything they saying about Jada true? Yeah. Should she be out here saying all the stuff that she's saying, embarrassing this man like this? No. She gonna be ready for the repercussions too, and hers gonna be even worse. You gotta account for everything you say out here. Right?
No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you joke on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong in my.
You hear him say, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking. Yes, it was, bro. Everybody knows that. Come on, man. Everybody knows there was a case on you and Tiny, okay? There was an investigation going on about alleged sex trafficking. Let's not do that, T.I. But he is going to do it because he don't want the shit brought back up. And if you didn't want that to happen to you on your little comedy skit, it's a skit. If you didn't want that on your little comedy skit, you probably shouldn't have said it. You probably should have had some good jokes other than that, to somebody that's right there with you. But people are so bold now, they think they untouchable. Everybody think they untouchable. And I'm telling you right now, with all this access that everybody has to the internet and a way to find your ass and know where you gonna be at when you talking that shit, it be in your best interest to really outweigh your options before you open up your mouth. Because in these times, you got to expect the unexpected. What's up, Shoshana in the house? I ain't been on here in so long. You should be grateful for him and not resentful. I'm sure he's not perfect, but right. But your man in front of others, she don't understand that. She don't understand that because she come from a long line of women who have told her that she always needs to look out for number one, even before her children. Understand that. She always has to look out for number one, not Will. She don't give a damn about Will. But at the end of the day, it's the Jada show. Don't nobody give a damn about Gotham. Gotham sucked. Hate to say it, I didn't like Gotham. I didn't like Hawthorne either, Jada. Now, I'm just going to say I didn't like it. It was wiggity whack. Whack. So she got to stay with him, because if she could sustain on her own, we wouldn't be having this conversation, people.
You know, Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start roll. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start.
He already said, don't film me without us talking about it. Anyway, do you feel like she helped us ratchet? Do you feel like she helped us in our marriage? No, bitch, obviously, because you can't understand English. I just told you to stop filming me and you're still doing it. I don't understand you. I don't understand why you're doing that with your clout chasing ass, because you can't make no money off of your own shit. You want to make money off of showing me.
You know, Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start roll. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch Esther at the red table, because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced Mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that
it was going to be the thing to get my wife back on track. That's what I felt like he was trying to say. It was going to be my thing to get my wife back on the path she was supposed to go. me to highlight your whole life. Look at where you came from. A little scrub in Baltimore all the way up to Hollywood. You left by yourself with what, $800 and moved to LA. Look at all of this. Look at all this struggle you've been through to only meet me. Not these hood niggas that you wanted to be with, like a fake ass thug like Tupac, because he wasn't no thug. He represented thug life because he understands the struggle of our people when he go from city to city to city and see that we all living in poverty. He understood that. Y'all bind it through that, through the struggle. But you can't even see that I'm trying to show you everything you did was to lead up to this, for us to be together and build this empire with our children and just live a happy life. It's never good enough. It's never good enough for these people because they dealing with so much hurt on the inside. They dealing with so much hurt. They don't want no advice. They don't want to, they think they can give us advice. How you gonna give us advice, Jada, when you still going through trauma and you still hurt? You can't give nobody advice. You sitting up here, you talking about your man, he said he don't want the camera on him. I think about it in my own relationship, like, I have respect for my husband. Even if we went to some place or did whatever, that don't change who I am. You got to still be intact with who you are, your core values. Her core values is me, myself, and I. If I feel comfortable recording you, I'm going to record you because you made me feel uncomfortable the other day. If I feel like embarrassing you, I'm going to embarrass you because I feel like I was embarrassed the other day. If I feel like anything that she feels, she's going to go with it, and Will's going to support her because in his mind, through these white ass therapists and stuff like that, he thinking he supposed to suppress himself and aid to whatever it is that she wants in order to keep this family together. But I understand it because if he left them kids with her, with only to her advice, or this thing ends tragically or weird, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be good for them. It wouldn't be good for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like he feel about that one. But you can tell that she has no respect for this man at all. And for all them kind of like before, everybody was like, so what you saying? He shouldn't have smacked her and he shouldn't have did not smacked her. I'm sorry. Might be tough, but I'm sorry. I ain't putting it out there. I'm just y'all know I'm crazy. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? The way it's going, man, they need to go somewhere and just disappear for a while. We don't need no red table talks about this. And if you do, I'm gonna cover it. But in my mind, as a Black woman, as a mother, and as a wife, I feel like she needs to stop. I feel like she needs to stop, man. She's digging that hole deeper and deeper. Just stop. Hawthorne ain't do shit. Gotham ain't really do nothing. You wasn't a big president, but didn't nobody care about that. You didn't win no Emmy for that. Will Smith been putting in that work. Pursuit of Happiness. All these different things this man done. Blockbuster after blockbuster after blockbuster. Nothing's ever enough. Nothing's ever enough for Jada. Do you think that Dr. Such and Such is helping us for our relationship? Well, I don't think so. You got the camera shining in my motherfucking face. That's what he sound like. Got motherfucking cameras in my face. I don't think not. I think it ain't helping because you ain't listening. She don't want to take no accountability for anything. She want to give it all these different bywords. It's not cheating. It was an entanglement. Girl, what? What are you talking about, Jada? That's when I say she needs to shut up. Because you talking to real people with real lives, with real shit going on in their world, paying their bills and doing stuff, real stuff going on. We don't talk about entanglements. Entanglements in our world either they end in violence or divorce. So if that's not what's going on, then you can't relate to people. Stop talking about that. And stop talking about mental illness too, because you're still dealing with it. Charlemagne, all them people, they still dealing with they weird ass shit. You can see it come out every single day. One day Charlemagne say something about, oh man, we got to protect our mental. We got to protect our mental. Then the other hand, you're talking to somebody like Kanye West, who you claim has a mental illness, and want to drive them off of the edge by being on your platform talking about how his ex-wife is sleeping with all these people and how this man is around his child, driving him crazy. Everybody's talked that mental illness shit, but then when we got comedians and different people that get up here and say shit, where does it go? Because the same people, the same comedians that be advocating for mental illness, they be the same ones that's tearing down people's mental. And what if they just off with themselves? Man, it wasn't my fault. I ain't do it. And you're right, it wasn't your fault. But that's how you got to think about people. You don't never know what people is going through. What if Will Smith, and I'm not putting that in there, I'm just saying, what if Will Smith smacked him, went to the hotel room, and did like Whitney Houston and drowned himself, or shot himself in the fucking head, and that was the end of Will Smith? What would everybody be thinking? Would we be thinking poor Chris Rock? Or would we be thinking, man, we should have thought about that a little more? We need to start thinking about that, because these motherfuckers out here, man, I'm just being straight up honest with y'all, my tribe. I know I've been doing a lot of cussing on this video too. I'm sorry. But this is the point I got to drive home. All these things that people have been going through, people done got the vaccination, that already make them crazy. All this other stuff going on. No offense to the ones that got it, I'm just saying, people are already dealing with so much. And people fly off the lips like, ain't nothing gonna happen. Yes, it can happen to you. It can. People are crazy out here. They'll end your life over nothing. What you say is nothing but words. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really need to think about that. Next time you want to honk your horn at somebody that didn't move fast enough, you better think about that. What if they just came from killing their wife and kids and ain't got nothing to lose? That's the reason why I want to do the crime series so bad, so people can understand how deep this stuff go. It go beyond this Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Chris Rock's so smart, he done flipped it on Babylon and said, y'all want to pay me for my tears, huh? You gonna pay. You gonna pay me for my tears. It goes so much beyond that, man. We got to really be thinking about that. Now, if you down for it, if you ready for the repercussions, man, hey, I'm going to say what I want to say, and I'm prepared for whatever comes at me. If you that kind of person, cool. But if you want to play victim after you done said some bullshit, not cool. That's not what you're going to do, because you're not a victim. You are not a victim. Your words mean something. They are sharp. Sharper than the two-edged sword, because you can do something to somebody, you know what I'm saying, slap them or something, and they may get over there like, yeah, I got slapped, you know what I'm saying. But it's sometimes you can say something to somebody so deep they remember that shit for the rest of their life. Every time they get ready to have a happy moment or something, they hear your little voice or something saying that bullshit that you said to them. That's how powerful the tongue is, and that's what we need to understand. But I've been on here too long, y'all. I got to get out of here. I got supposed to be making meatloaf, so I got to get this stuff together. But I love you guys. Thank everybody for tuning in. I'll probably restream it later for all of those who's just getting off of work. And I'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna be doing stuff all week. This is just the first one, but I am gonna leave y'all with the video real quick, and then I'm up out of here.
You know Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch us stare at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I had hired a documentary team. I traced mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It was going to be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J. Blige performed. I debuted the film, all of that. It was going to be the thing that lifted her out of this midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
Ooh.
Crushed. Right?
Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think that mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow.
I don't know if that was real or not, but they say it was. But anyway, you guys, like I always tell y'all, do unto others you would have them do unto you. I'll be back tomorrow. All this week, we got a lot to talk about. I'm sure it's going to be plenty of things to talk about this week. But until then, I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.